Hello everyone, this is Billy, the traveling physicist. I am coming to you from the streets of Seoul, South Korea. I wanted to make a video of things that I wish I knew before coming to South Korea. The first thing that I wanted to go over is that the tram system is awesome for getting different places in Seoul. There's entrances to the tram system throughout the city. As you can see behind me, there's one here, close to Seoul Plaza. Here's another entrance to the tram system. They are built deep beneath the city to double as shelters, as you can see on this sign here. You're usually not very far from an entrance into the metro system. They are, in my opinion, by far the best way to get around the city. The tram system can at first seem extremely complicated and hard to navigate, but once you learn the way the tram is organized, it's actually extremely easy to get around and to navigate. The second thing that I wanted to mention is that don't expect to find many large supermarkets in Seoul. I have a gluten sensitivity, a severe one called celiac disease, and I at first had a little bit of trouble finding gluten-free food that I could eat because most of the smaller supermarkets don't have many gluten-free options. So I had to really shop around to find some options that I could eat. Much of the food is seasoned with soy sauce and a lot of the noodles are wheat. So I had to go out and find stuff that I could eat, such as eggs and rice bowls. As you can see, the streets in South Korea, Seoul, are very busy, so you really have to use caution and be vigilant when walking around the back streets and crosswalks in Seoul. There are many small shops around Seoul, many more small shops than in America, and a lot fewer large ones. Here's an example of a busy intersection in Seoul. Before visiting Seoul, try to familiar yourself with basic phrases in the Korean language, such as hello, thank you, goodbye. These can really help you navigate social situations in day-to-day life. Something that I didn't realize before I came to Korea is that there are many coffee shops throughout the city, including Starbucks. Starbucks is probably the most common coffee shop throughout Korea. There's also an abundance of small convenience stores that stay open late throughout the city, the most common of which is 7-Eleven. Whenever you come to Korea, I highly recommend that you check out the shopping. Seoul has many great shops and shopping districts throughout it, the most famous of which is Muingdong, which is where my hostel is, where my brother Gilbert and I are staying for a month here. While you're in Korea, take some time to visit the historical places around the city. There are several gorgeous old temples that are well worth your time to explore. Korea has many historic sites that are just breathtaking to behold. Korea is a very safe city. I've always felt very safe in the streets of Seoul, even walking around it by myself late at night. There are a few areas that should be avoided at night, but as long as you avoid the obviously sketchy areas of Seoul, it should be perfectly fine. The city of Seoul is so beautiful. I can't recommend a visit to it enough. It's got so many beautiful cityscapes, and I think the culture of Korea is just amazing, and it's something that everyone should experience at least once in their life.